Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having a great day as always. Today I want to talk a little bit about some reasons why women commonly pull away in relationships. These are just my thoughts, okay? These are my perspectives and opinions. It's pretty common that women emotionally withdraw or mentally withdraw before they actually break up with you. And sometimes men are a bit blindsided by this, but really the signs have been there, they have been coming, and maybe you were just unaware to how unfulfilled a girl might have been in that situation. Because ultimately the reason why people leave is because they aren't getting their needs met. So I hope that by talking a bit about these points, men who want to keep a good woman around, or perhaps men who are seeking some clarity about why something didn't work out in their last relationship, they will get some insights here from a woman. As always, the point of this video is to raise awareness. Any comments hating on women or hating on men are not welcome. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Points 1 and 2 are kind of connected together, so I might talk about them interconnectedly. But the first point is a lack of intimacy or a lack of reassurance from the man to the woman. You probably know the very common saying that women need emotional intimacy before they can be physically intimate with you. And likewise, men, they need physical intimacy in order to feel emotional connection. Some of the ways that you can communicate intimacy to your woman and help to build emotional connection with her is to give her non-sexual hugs, non-sexual kisses, tell her that you love her regularly. You don't have to tell her every 5 minutes, but every once in a while remind her. Give her some compliments. Women with time in a relationship, they always want to feel like they are loved by you. They always want to know that you still find them beautiful and desirable. So it really doesn't take a lot of effort to build that kind of intimacy with a woman and just to keep her secure emotionally in the relationship. The second point relates directly to building emotional connection with your partner, and that is a lack of novelty in the relationship. Recently, there's kind of some rhetoric that women leave relationships just because they get bored. I'm going to argue that that's not true. It's fantastic to be in a healthy relationship that is secure and stable and predictable to some extent because it is healthy and because your partner is not just going to blindside you, But it's very different to be in a relationship that is just boring because your partner doesn't want to put in the effort to take you out on dates. They don't want to put in the effort to try new things with you, like try new experiences, make new memories. It's a common stereotype that men want to be together with a woman, but they really enjoy their alone time, and that's absolutely valid. Usually, I feel like it's the woman in a relationship that wants to be adventurous and she wants to spend more time with the man. So that's why, as a man, one of the best things that you can do to show a woman that you care and to keep her emotionally engaged in the relationship, and it's obviously going to be to your benefit as well, because the better relationship that she has with you, the better relationship you're going to have with her. It's important to prioritize spending time together and to prioritize dates. Prioritizing dates, planning, having surprises every once in a while, like maybe you surprise her with some flowers or maybe you surprise her with a picnic. It's important because it maintains a sense of novelty and shows her that you are putting in the effort to build and preserve an emotional connection with her. I'm not telling you to have like a $200, $300 date every week or something like that. No, but at least to surprise her maybe a couple times a month with something small, or tell her, hey, Thursday I planned something at 7 p.m. I'm gonna pick you up at 6:30, wear something nice. That little bit of surprise, of mystery is really great. And of course, women should also do the same thing for their man as well. Surprise him every once in a while. Show him that you care as well. Novelty and effort are really gonna help to keep your relationship alive and exciting. The third point is absolutely huge, especially in today's day and age when women work similar work schedules to men. If you guys work pretty much same mentally or physically demanding jobs, like let's say that you both work office jobs, An imbalance of labor within the home after work is going to absolutely kill your relationship. Something as small as chores, household work, starts off very minor, but it can tumble into absolute resentment in a relationship if, as a man, you think that it's enough for you to come home and put your feet up at the end of a long day because you've worked a lot. Obviously, a lot of men, they do respect that household chores should be something that is divided equally if you guys are working similar work schedules. But you and your partner really have to be on the same page about your division of labor in the relationship. On the topic of labor, I feel like it's natural to bring up the conversation of salary. In today's day and age, a lot of young men are getting the message that you need to make a certain amount of money in order to be desirable to women. And likewise, I feel like some women are getting the message that being materialistic and kind of screening guys based on the amount of money that they make is somehow going to land you a more desirable partner. I think that women should look out for men who have a higher work ethic than them in the long run, and who have an attitude of service, who have an attitude of wanting to create a better society and a better situation for their future family. I don't necessarily have to make less money than you, but I have to know that if shit hits the fan, you have the energy and you have the work ethic to be able to, help us out in survival mode. If I'm going to be naturally putting in the effort, taking care of children, if I'm going to be naturally putting in the effort, keeping the house on lock, essentially. I'm sorry that these terms are like really primal, the ones that I'm using right now, but I'm just trying to explain it in like a very black and white kind of way. Then I need to know that you have the stamina to be able to go out and gather resources for our family. The fourth reason why women sometimes check out of relationships is due to a lack of communication, which also goes back to emotional intimacy. And again, it's very sad that the expectations that our society has put on men is that it is somehow weak to communicate your feelings, or that somehow you have to hold it all in as a man. It's a common trend that women are the ones that are doing all of this emotional work, trying to work through some kind of situation. They want to work things through. They want to work on problems together, and men might not have the desire, or they might not even have the skills to be able to express how they actually feel. And a note for women, it's a very common experience for guys that they open up to a woman and then they get their feelings kind of thrown back at them or somehow invalidated. If a man is willing to be vulnerable with you, then listen to him and take him seriously. Take him seriously. If you have conditioning in your mind that it somehow makes him weak to be vulnerable with you, then work on that. Because if you take your man seriously, he's going to take you seriously too. And he's going to feel more psychologically safe to be able to maturely communicate with you and work through problems together. The fifth and final point wraps up everything that we've been talking about in this video. The reason why it's important for a man to stay in his masculinity and to develop his masculinity is because the more masculine that you are, like healthily masculine, not toxically masculine, which is something that we see so much these days. It's truly kind of pathetic. The reason why it's so important for you to work on your masculine energy and to sit in your masculinity is because that will put a woman into her feminine energy. When a woman can be relaxed and soft, as I've talked about in previous videos, this is going to create a balance in your relationship. It creates a sense of comfort for a woman when she can trust you and when she knows that there is a man in the relationship. There is not a man-child. There is not a, somebody who is toxic. There is a strong man in the relationship. A lot of women are highly competent themselves. A lot of women can go through life in their masculine energy, which our environment actually forces us to do, and we have to work the same schedules as you guys, and also pay the bills and everything like that. And when we have all this responsibility, we can handle that. Strong women can totally handle it. That's why there is this stereotype of strong and independent women. But it's a lot nicer when there's a man there to help with that, to divide that labor and to allow us to be women. We don't want to always be on edge. We don't always want to be the ones that are solving every problem, taking care of every issue, because it is draining. We need space and time to be able to replenish as women, and your masculine energy helps us to kind of fill our feminine energy tank. If you look at it from a male perspective, if a woman is constantly being combative with you, if you guys are always butting heads and you feel that she is too much in her masculine energy, it's going to drain you as a man. It's going to cause you to shut down. You want to have a woman who is a bit softer, she's more comfortable in her femininity, because it makes you feel good as well. So vice versa goes for the woman. That wraps up today's video. If you got any value out of it, feel free to drop a like, consider subscribing. Definitely leave your thoughts down below if you have anything else to contribute to this conversation. It was nice talking to you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.